Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us this morning. We are here to celebrate our fourth graders and their accomplishments. We have an assembly that's set up today that's basically put in two parts. We are going to first celebrate fourth quarter accomplishments by our students, and then we are going to transition into end of year accomplishments. So this is basically broken up into two parts. The first part is the fourth quarter awards. We've done this every single quarter throughout the school year. We recognize students for their good behavior, for their AR, for 100% homework, and then we have a couple of extra awards that we also give out at the end. So we're going to jump right into this. We're going to start with good behavior for the fourth quarter. In order to earn a good behavior certificate, our students had to have had one or less processings, no detentions, no tabs, which is an acronym for Think About Behavior, where they come to the office. And homework is also a factor into that. So if they have too many study halls, that can also play a fact into receiving good behavior. We are going to begin with Mrs. Schmidt's class. I ask that you please wait until we get to the end of each class and hold your applause until then. Then we'll applause for everyone. Students, you have your chairs for a reason today. You're going to be receiving a lot of awards, so you can put your awards underneath your chairs so they are safe and sound. Make sure that you stand up and you smile when you get your awards too. This is a lot to be proud of. Alrighty, here we go. Earning good behavior in Mrs. Schmidt's class for the fourth quarter, we have Shelby Agrogwa, Tess Barrett, Bane Blair, Olivia Carroll, Landon Cheeseman, Brianna Doherty, Silas Dick, Lily Fitzpatrick, Hunter Ford, Liam Gaffney, Will Gale, Cadence Johnson, Sophia LaLoop, Case Martin, Race Nicholson, Caden Prowse, Leo Smith, Eric Norman Straw, Kendall Taylor, and Sam Weir. We're moving on to Mrs. Wimsett's class. Earning that good behavior certificate is Kyler Crunk, Finley Dowers, Derek Henson, Weston Lansaw, Kinley Lawson, Alicia Martinez, Dominic Pittman, Lily Prowse, Santi Ray, Emma Roach, Brady Sanders, Jasmine Steen, Berkeley Woodworth, Zyron Howard, and Zachary Dobbs. Good behavior in Mrs. Birch's class goes to Liam Bapp, Joe Brenneman, Jonna Christopher, Joseph Christopher, Liam Eveland, Dawson Hinkey, Brian Huber, Braylon Johnson, Chloe Johnson, Fisher Livingston, Charles McLean, Madeline McGill, Jericho Monet, Liam Taylor, and Remy Trevoli. And in Mrs. Craffitt's class, good behavior goes to Nala Anderson, Guster Bell, Alyssa Bashorner, Olivia Brown, Zephan Evard, Gavin Flowers, Landon Garner, Bradley Grubb, Caden Kennedy, Parker LaLoop, Isaac McVicker, Leighton Pitts, Stella Scott, Mason Webb, Skylar Wise, Liliana Matherly, Catalea De La Cruz Gomez, and Lucas Batchelor. I should add, each quarter we have a celebration for our students. Fourth quarter is the color run, which I'm sure you might remember last year when they came home and they were quite colorful, a little dirty, a little wet. Forewarning, that's on the very last day of school, so you might want to throw some trash bags in your car if you're picking up. Alrighty, we're going to move on to 100% homework completion. I've said it a million times, this is always the most difficult award to get. Schedules get very busy as spring sports start to pick up, but there are a lot of names here for me to read off today, and that makes me very happy. So our students are doing great things. We're going to begin again with Mrs. Schmidt's class. So 100% homework goes to Shelby Agrawal, Xavier Ballard, Tess Barrett, Bain Blair, Olivia Carroll, Landon Cheeseman, Brianna Doherty, Silas Dick, Lily Fitzpatrick, Hunter Ford, Will Gale, Sophia LaLoop, Case Martin, Race Nicholson, Caden Prowse, Leo Smith, Eric Norman Straw, Kendall Taylor, and Sam Weir. "100% homework for the fourth quarter in Mrs. Wimsett's class goes to Kyler Crunk, Finley Dowers, Derek Henson, Aiden Huber, Kinley Lawson, Alicia Martinez, Lily Prowse, Santi Ray, Emma Roach, Brady Sanders, Jasmine Steen, Berkeley Woodworth, and Zyron Howard. Next up is Mrs. Birch's class. 100% homework goes to Joe Brenneman, Jonna Christopher, Joseph Christopher, Liam Eveland, Chloe Johnson, Connor Joyner, Wyatt Kennedy, Fisher Livingston, Charles McLean, Reese Medley, Callan Moko, Aiden Rhodes, and Remy Trivoli. Alrighty, and now we're up to Mrs. Craft's class. 100% homework goes to Guster Bell, Alyssa Bashorner, Olivia Brown, Zephan Evard, Gavin Flowers, Bradley Grubb, Parker LaLoop, Isaac McVicker, Leighton Pitts, Stella Scott, Mason Webb, Skylar Wise, Liliana Matherly, and Lucas Batchelor. AR is a huge part of what we do here at Carolyn Wenz. You know your students are required to get 12 points every quarter. Fourth quarter was no exception. We have a lot of students here who earn those AR points for the fourth quarter. Students, just as a heads up, if you receive a certificate for earning your AR points for the fourth quarter, attached to it you will find a coupon for a Frosty, so do not lose it. Alrighty, in Mrs. Schmidt's class, earning those points, we have Shelby Agrawal, Xavier Ballard, Tess Barrett, Bain Blair, Olivia Carroll, Landon Cheeseman, Brianna Doherty, Silas Dick, Lily Fitzpatrick, Hunter Ford, Liam Gaffney, Will Gale, Sophia LaLoupe, Case Martin, Race Nicholson, Caden Prowse, Leo Smith, Eric Norman Straw, Kendall Taylor, and Sam Weir. Earning their AR goal in Mrs. Wimsett's class, we have Kyler Crunk, Finley Dowers, Aiden Huber, Weston Lansaw, Kinley Lawson, Alicia Martinez, Dominic Pittman, Santi Ray, Emma Roach, Brady Sanders, Berkeley Woodworth, Kyron Austin, Zyron Howard, and Zachary Dobbs. Earning their AR points in Mrs. Birch's class, we have Liam Bapp, Joe Brenneman, Jonna Christopher, Joseph Christopher, Liam Eveland, Dawson Henke, Braylon Johnson, Chloe Johnson, Connor Joyner, Wyatt Kennedy, Fisher Livingston, Athena McLean, Charles McLean, Lily McIntyre, Reese Medley, Jericho Monet, Callan Moko, Aiden Rhodes, Liam Taylor, and Remy Trevoli. In Mrs. Crawford's class, earning the AR goal, we have Guster Bell, Elizabeth Shorner, Olivia Brown, Gavin Flowers, Landon Garner, Bradley Grubb, Parker LaLoupe, Cade Lusader, Isaac McVicker, Leighton Pitts, Stella Scott, Mason Webb, Liliana Matherly, Catalea de la Cruz Gomez, and Lucas Batchelor. Alrighty, the next award is the Top AR Award. Each quarter we recognize the student in each class who has the most AR points for that quarter. I will tell you they keep very close tabs on one another and they pretty well already know who it is that's going to receive this award. If you hear your name, students, please come to the front and see your teacher. We'll snap a quick picture. Alrighty, the top AR student in Mrs. Schmidt's class is Xavier Ballard. Mrs. Wimsett's top AR student is Santi Ray. The top AR student in Mrs. Birch's class is Jericho Monet. And the top AR student in Mrs. Crawford's class is Olivia Brown. Congratulations. Each quarter we take a different subject area and we recognize the top student with the highest grade in that subject area. We have done reading, we've done math, we've done science, which means it's time for social studies. So we are going to announce the highest social studies grade, the top student in that subject area. In Mrs. Schmidt's class, her top social studies student is Kendall Taylor. The top social studies student in Mrs. Wimsett's class is Santi Ray. Mrs. Birch's top social studies student is Callan Moko. And in Mrs. Crawford's class, there was not a two-way tie or a three-way tie or a four-way tie, but a five-way tie. I had to count. All right, so we're going to announce each one of these students individually. The first top social studies student is Gavin Flowers. Her next top social studies student is Isaac McVicker. Her next top social studies student is Leighton Pitts. Next up, we have Stella Scott. And number 5 is Mason Webb. Good job. So that concludes fourth quarter awards. Now we're going to transition to end of year awards. So we are just getting this train a-rolling. We are just getting started here. Alrighty, we have a couple of special awards that we are going to hand out. Do you want me to read, Mrs. White, or you want to? Okay. This year, fourth grade had the opportunity to earn karate belts while they learned the recorder. Each belt introduced a new rhythm or note to learn on the recorder. They had to test individually on each belt color song and earn a specific score to earn their next belt. The students that took this added challenge will be recognized today with certificates showing the karate belt that they ended up with. So earning their yellow belt, we have Chloe Johnson, Connor Joyner, Wyatt Kennedy, Lily McIntyre, Nala Anderson, Gus Bell, Bradley Grubb, just make a line right along here, Cade Lusader, Liliana Matherly, nope, just make a line, down by Mr. Morris, Leighton Pitts, Stella Scott, Xavier Ballard, Silas Dick, Lily Fitzpatrick, Zyron Howard, Dominic Pittman, and Jasmine Steen. Next up is the orange belt. So if you hear your name, come on up, see Mrs. White. Joseph Brenneman, Joseph Christopher, Athena McLean, Reese Medley, Jericho Monet, Elizabeth Shorner, Olivia Brown, Zephan Evard, Parker Liloop, Skylar Wise, Landon Cheeseman, Hunter Ford, Case Martin, Caden Prowse, Derek Henson, Weston Landsaw, and Emma Roach. Earning their green belt, we have Jonna Christopher, Madeline McGill, Landon Garner, Isaac McVicker, Cody Rigdon, Mason Webb, Liam Gaffney, and Eric Norman Straw. Let's give Mr. Morris a round of applause. He's the official Wenz paparazzi today. Earning their purple belt, we have Brian Huber, Race Nicholson, Leo Smith, Shelby Agrawal, Kyler Crunk, Finley Dowers, Kinley Lawson, and Alicia Martinez. Earning their blue belt, we have Fisher Livingston, Callan Moko, Sophia LaLoop, Sam Weir, and Kyron Austin. Earning their red belt, we have Liam Eveland, Zayden Wilson, Brianna Doherty, and Berkeley Woodworth. Earning their brown belts, we have Bane Blair, Olivia Carroll, Kendall Taylor, Aiden Huber, and Brady Sanders. And earning earning their black belts, we have Braylon Johnson, Gavin Flowers, Caden Kennedy, Tess Barrett, and Santi Ray. Each year we have elections at the beginning of the year to select one student from each classroom to be a member of student council. Throughout the year, the student council has meetings and they plan events or activities for our school. Mrs. Mayhew and Mrs. Young are the sponsors of student council, and we have Mrs. Mayhew here with us today to present to recognize our students that are fourth grade student council representatives. When I call your name, please come up and see Mrs. Mayhew. Olivia Carroll, Kinley Lawson, Kendall Taylor, and Mason Webb. Here we go. We're going to begin with perfect attendance. This is an award that we have not done for the past probably 3 years, maybe plus, due to COVID. But this is an award that we've brought back. Regular attendance and punctuality are extremely important in a school setting. Attending school regularly helps students feel better about school and themselves. It allows students to build healthy academic and social skills routines. Today we're going to honor students who have had perfect attendance for the entire academic school year. If you hear your name, please come forward. These students will be receiving a certificate as well as a perfect attendance medal. So we have Landon Cheeseman, Callan Moko, Lucas Batchelor, and Stella Scott. Great job. The next award we're going to give out is citizenship. Citizenship is an important award and one that we value as we teach and guide students into being productive citizens of our community. Students at Carolyn Wenz earn the Citizenship Award by being respectful of other people and their property, following school and classroom expectations, and by displaying good character, which includes but is not limited to being caring, kind, honest, and responsible. In order to earn this award, a student must not have earned any processings, detentions, or other behavioral infractions for the school year. All right, and our teachers are going to go right down the line with these, so please hold your applause till the end of each class. Citizenship in Mrs. Schmidt's class goes to Shelby Agrawal, Bane Blair, Olivia Carroll, Brianna Doherty, Silas Dick, Hunter Ford, Sophia LaLoupe, Race Nicholson, Leo Smith, Kendall Taylor, and Sam Weir. Earning citizenship in Mrs. Wimsett's class, we have Kyler Crunk, Finley Dowers, Weston Lansaw, Kinley Lawson, Alicia Martinez, Dominic Pittman, Lily Prouse, Santi Ray, Emma Roach, Brady Sanders, Berkeley Woodworth, and Zyron Howard. Citizenship in Mrs. Birch's class goes to Joe Brenneman, Jonna Christopher, Joseph Christopher, Liam Eveland, Dawson Hinkey, Brian Huber, Braylon Johnson, Chloe Johnson, Fisher Livingston, Charles McLean, and Jericho Monet. Earning citizenship in Mrs. Craft's class is Guster Bell, Alyssa Bashorner, Olivia Brown, Gavin Flowers, Bradley Grubb, Caden Kennedy, Parker LeLoop, Isaac McVicker, Leighton Pitts, Stella Scott, Mason Webb, Skylar Wise, Liliana Matherly, and Catalea de la Cruz Gomez. Each quarter, we've recognized students who have earned their AR points. Today, we are here to honor students that earned their AR points all 4 quarters. And students that receive this award will also receive a little coupon for McDonald's for a Happy Meal. I know. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. All righty. Earning that AR goal all 4 quarters in Mrs. Schmidt's class, we have Shelby Agrawal, Xavier Ballard, Tess Barrett, Bane Blair, Olivia Carroll, Landon Cheeseman, Brianna Doherty, Silas Dick, Lily Fitzpatrick, Hunter Ford, Liam Gaffney, Will Gale, Sophia LeLoop, Case Martin, Grace Nicholson, Caden Prouse, Leo Smith, Eric Norman Straw, Kendall Taylor, and Sam Weir. Earning that AR goal all 4 quarters in Mrs. Wimsett's class, we have Finley Dowers, Aiden Huber, Weston Lansaw, Kinley Lawson, Alicia Martinez, Santi Ray, Emma Roach, Brady Sanders, Berkeley Woodworth, and Zyron Howard. In Mrs. Birch's class, earning their AR goal all 4 quarters, we have Liam Bapp, Joe Brenneman, Liam Eveland, Connor Joyner, Wyatt Kennedy, Fisher Livingston, Athena McLean, Charles McLean, and Callan Moko. Next up is Mrs. Craft's class. Earning that AR goal all 4 quarters was Guster Bell, Alyssa Bashorner, Olivia Brown, Gavin Flowers, Parker LeLoop, Cade Lusader, Isaac McVicker, Leighton Pitts, Stella Scott, Mason Webb, and Lucas Batchelor. Homework teaches students how to problem solve. It gives students another opportunity to review class material, and it gives parents and grown-ups a chance to see what is being taught in school. Homework teaches students how to take responsibility for their part in their education. Today, we're honoring students who turned in their homework every single time it was assigned throughout the academic school year. So congratulations to the following recipients. They will also get a coupon for a free Mini Joe's pizza. So, we like food around here, what can I say? Alrighty, in Mrs. Schmidt's class, 100% homework completion for the entire year goes to Tess Barrett, Bane Blair, Olivia Carroll, Lily Fitzpatrick, Hunter Ford, Race Nicholson, Caden Prowse, Leo Smith, Kendall Taylor, and Sam Weir. Moving on to Mrs. Wimsett's class, 100% homework completion for all 4 quarters goes to Finley Dowers, Aiden Huber, Alicia Martinez, and Emma Roach. "100% homework completion for the entire year in Mrs. Birch's class. We have Joe Brenneman, Chloe Johnson, Connor Joyner, Charles McLean, Reese Medley, Callan Moko, and Aiden Rhodes. And in Mrs. Crawford's class, 100% homework completion all school year long. We have Guster Bell, Alyssa Bashorner, Olivia Brown, Zephan Evard, Gavin Flowers, Bradley Grubb, Isaac McVicker, Leighton Pitts, Stella Scott, Mason Webb, Liliana Matherly, and Lucas Batchelor. Today we're going to recognize the top AR student in each class. This student had the most AR points in their respective class and will be awarded with a reading medal. If you hear your name, please come to the front and meet your teacher. The top AR student in Mrs. Schmidt's class is Bane Blair. The top AR student in Mrs. Wimsett's class is Berkeley Woodworth. The top AR student in Mrs. Birch's class is Brian Huber. In a Mrs. Crawford's class, the top AR student is Olivia Brown. Great job. iReady is an important resource that we use in all of District 95. Students take a diagnostic test 3 times a year to help us know what areas our students are needing extra support in and where they are in both reading and in math. Today we're recognizing the student in each class who had the highest iReady reading and math score. I will first announce the top reading student in each class. Again, they will receive a reading medal, so students, if you hear your name, come forward and see your teacher. The top iReady reading student in Mrs. Schmidt's class is Landon Cheeseman. Mrs. Wimsett's top iReady reading student is Santi Ray. The top iReady reading student in Mrs. Birch's class is Dawson Henke. And in Mrs. Crawford's class, the top iReady reading student is Mason Webb. All right. Math is the other subject area that students are tested on 3 times a year with iReady. We're going to announce the top math student with the highest iReady math score in each class, and they will receive a math medal. Again, if you hear your name, please come forward. The top iReady math student in Mrs. Schmidt's class is Kendall Taylor. Mrs. Wimsett's top iReady math student is Santi Ray. Mrs. Birch's top iReady math student is Liam Bapp. And Mrs. Crawford's top iReady math student is Gavin Flowers. We are down to the last 2 awards of the day, and I'd like to take a second to explain them. We're going to be recognizing students for honor roll and highest honor roll. These 2 awards are based on a student's GPA, so grade point average. Each quarter we take their grades, we average them, and we come up with their GPA. The first award that we're going to be giving out is the honor roll award. And this is just more than just making good grades. The following students earned honor roll with a 3.0 to 3.9 grade point average. And there are so many of them, which makes me so happy that our teachers are going to walk through and you each will receive an honor roll medal. Okay? So again, there is honor roll, and then we'll explain highest honor roll here in just a minute as well. So earning honor roll in Mrs. Schmidt's class, we have Shelby Agrawal, Xavier Ballard, Tess Barrett, Bane Blair, Landon Cheeseman, Brianna Doherty, Silas Dick, Lily Fitzpatrick, Hunter Ford, Liam Gaffney, Will Gale, Sophia LaLoupe, Case Martin, Grace Nicholson, Caden Prowse, Eric Norman Straw, and Kendall Taylor. Earning that 3.0 to 3.9 GPA for honor roll in Mrs. Wimsett's class, we have Kyler Crunk, Finley Dowers, Derek Henson, Aiden Huber, Weston Lansaw, Kinley Lawson, Alicia Martinez, Dominic Pittman, Lily Prowse, Emma Roach, Brady Sanders, and Berkeley Woodworth. Earning honor roll in Mrs. Birch's class, Liam Bapp, Joe Brenneman, Jonna Christopher, Joseph Christopher, Liam Eveland, Dawson Hinkey, Brian Huber, Braylon Johnson, Chloe Johnson, Connor Joyner, Wyatt Kennedy, Fisher Livingston, Athena McLean, Charles McLean, Madeline McGill, Lily McIntyre, Reese Medley, Jericho Monet, Aiden Rhodes, Liam Taylor, and Remy Trevoli. Earning honor roll in Mrs. Craft's class is Guster Bell, Elizabeth Shorner, Olivia Brown, Zephan Evard, Gavin Flowers, Bradley Grubb, Caden Kennedy, Parker LeLoop, Cade Lusader, Isaac McVicker, Leighton Pitts, Mason Webb, Zayden Wilson, Catalea de la Cruz Gomez, and Lucas Batchelor. So the last award of the morning is the highest honor roll. This means that our students received a perfect 4.0 GPA, which equates to straight A's in all subjects all year long. These students will receive an academic excellence medal as well as an academic excellence certificate. And if you hear your name, come forward on this one, please. Alrighty, highest honor roll goes to Olivia Carroll, Leo Smith, Sam Weir, Santi Ray, Callan Mogo, and Stella Scott. That concludes our end of the year award ceremony. I want to first take a second before I dismiss everyone to take a second and recognize our fourth grade team. We have our 4th grade level teachers sitting here, but we have Mrs. Woods, Miss Shelby, Mr. Nathan. They really have a great team. They work hard together to not only make education great and valuable, but to also make it fun. So give them a round of applause too. Thank you so much for a wonderful school year. We're so proud of our students, and we look forward to having them back next school year as fifth graders.